ódio às elites. Teorias da conspiração. Armas. E maconha? Eu sou mais um palpiteiro e hoje eu vou apresentar pra vocês a banda de punk rock extremamente desconhecida, que me chamou muito a atenção por ser diferente das demais, tanto na sua estética quanto nos assuntos abordados em suas letras. Lá de Indianápolis, dos Estados Unidos, direto pra vocês, moradores das terras tupiniquins. Eu sou um grande fã do rock e do heavy metal, e de tempos em tempos eu fico com um hiperfoco absurdo em gêneros musicais específicos. Então começo a pesquisar a origem desse gênero, as histórias das principais bandas, e também vou atrás de músicas desconhecidas. Eu exploro as bandas do underground, e quando essa obsessão ficou apontada para o punk, eu comecei a mergulhar num rio de bandas punk desconhecidas de todos os países diferentes, até que eu encontrei uma discussão em um fórum. Eu não lembro exatamente qual que era, provavelmente era algum Reddit da vida, e essa discussão era sobre as bandas punk sempre terem a mesma opinião política e sempre criticarem as mesmas coisas.
Vivemos numa sociedade onde não temos direitos, apenas obrigações, onde crianças morrem de fome enquanto sustentamos políticos ladrões.
E não me entendam errado, eu gosto do punk rock exatamente do jeito que ele é. Afinal de contas, se os problemas no mundo continuam os mesmos, as críticas também serão as mesmas. Mas é inegável que 90% das músicas constituem basicamente nisso daqui. Porcos de farda, políticos corruptos, não seja a engrenagem do sistema. Cê quebrou minha mesa, som daqui playboy. Cê quebrou minha mesa, som daqui playboy. Enfim, voltando pro assunto, até que no meio da discussão, algum enviado por Deus apresentou a banda The Gitmos com uma música chamada Buy a Gun, compre uma arma. E convenhamos, músicas pró-armas não é algo muito comum entre o punk. Eu curti bastante o som deles, mas de início eu pensei que era alguma banda boomer patriota, de algum veterano de guerra, ou algo do gênero. Até eu começar a me aprofundar no que era a proposta da banda e no que eles acreditavam. As informações sobre a banda eram muito escassas. Eles basicamente tinham só alguns clipes no YouTube e tinham um SoundCloud com algumas músicas. Em resumo, no SoundCloud, a descrição da banda falava que ela foi criada em 2008 em um bar em Indianápolis, no estado de Indiana, lá nos Estados Unidos, onde a galera se reunia para assistir documentários políticos. E se você pegar o contexto histórico dos Estados Unidos, a América estava passando por uma porrada de coisa. 11 de setembro, governo Bush, guerra do Golfo e a futura crise de 2008. E isso motivou a criação da banda, já que eles estavam intimamente ligados com a política. Como toda banda punk, as letras criticavam o governo americano e as pessoas poderosas. Mas ocorria algo bem engraçado. Muitas pessoas ficavam confusas com a opinião política da banda. Isso porque eles não se encaixavam numa cartilha, seja de direita, seja de esquerda, nos parâmetros dos Estados Unidos. Uma hora eles criavam uma música chamada Buy a Gun, podendo cativar os chamados direitistas. No entanto, esses mesmos fãs podem se chocar quando ouvirem a música Get Your Gas at Citigo, que celebra o líder socialista Hugo Chávez, ao mesmo tempo que critica a forma como a mídia e o governo dos Estados Unidos retratam países inimigos. E esse aspecto irônico era um dos principais pilares da banda, já que cada membro possuía um nome artístico completamente satírico: Saddam Paul Jones, Fidel Revere, William Peach Tellan, Captain Propaganda, e o nome mais genial já criado, Uncle Samir, que simplesmente pega o maior símbolo da América, o Tio Sam, e transforma em um árabe. pop, bem quando a América estava tendo tensões com o Oriente Médio. Genial. Quando você começa a analisar as letras e os nomes das músicas, você percebe que a banda tinha algo de diferente. Eles criticavam certas coisas que geralmente ninguém tocava no assunto, pois é muito fácil você criticar o sistema sem especificar exatamente quem compõe esse sistema. E é justamente por isso que teorias da conspiração eram uma temática bem recorrente em suas letras. Chegavam a abordar assuntos como a reunião dos Bilderberg, onde anualmente os bilionários e famílias mais ricas se reúnem, a indústria farmacêutica, que quer dopar a sociedade, e agências de inteligência, como a CIA e o Mossad. Nesse último trecho, eles comentam um termo chamado Hezbollah, na música We Are the Mossad, na qual se refere às políticas de Israel para divulgar informações positivas sobre o país para o exterior e influenciar a opinião pública global. Sinceramente, é a primeira banda que eu vejo comentar sobre isso. Esse aspecto de rejeitar os dois partidos políticos vigentes fizeram eles fazer algo, de certa forma, inédito, pois no governo Bush, a coisa mais comum era ter alguma banda como Green Day ou NoFX criticando seu mandato, mas o governo Obama, que apesar de ser oposição, foi a continuação da guerra ao terror no Oriente Médio. Mas aí, todos ficaram calados, menos The Gitmos. Eles tinham poucas músicas. Se juntassem todas, tanto do YouTube quanto do SoundCloud, dava o equivalente a um álbum. E seus videoclipes eram muito engraçados e ao mesmo tempo muito bons. Eles faziam questão de se preocupar com o figurino, cenário e a ambientação do clipe. Eles usavam bastante o fundo verde. Mas esse não era o único verde que eles gostavam. A última atividade da banda no SoundCloud foi há 9 anos atrás postando a música The Election Show, em 2016. E no YouTube, um videoclipe de uma música chamado Monsanto Boogie, há cerca de 11 anos atrás. E era isso. Acabou toda a informação de The Gitmos na internet. Mas eu não estava satisfeito. Eu precisava saber mais sobre a banda. Então fui atrás do Facebook deles. Sim, essa rede social esquecida. E comecei a vasculhar os posts. Sua última postagem tinha sido em 2022. 3 anos atrás. E a foto provavelmente era mais antiga do que a postagem. O perfil estava basicamente morto. Ninguém acessava mais. Então eu comecei a passar para os posts mais antigos e percebi que exatamente 4 pessoas estavam marcadas em uma imagem de 2011. Só podiam ser os membros da banda. Então eu chamei cada um no chat e expliquei que eu estava fazendo um vídeo sobre a banda e torci para a resposta deles. Ninguém tinha respondido, exceto um rapaz com uma foto de caveira chamado Dirty Dog, que eu notei ser nada mais, nada menos do que o frontman da banda, o Uncle Samir. E eu não perdi tempo. Eu expliquei toda a situação, que eu tava fazendo um vídeo do YouTube, que eu tinha gostado demais da banda, e perguntei se eles topariam uma conversa via Google Meet. E ele aceitou, mas tinha um pequeno problema. Ele não falava português. E o meu inglês é macarrônico, pra não dizer terrível. Mas eu fui, do mesmo jeito, pois a vida é sobre enfrentar os seus medos e... ou nem tanto assim, né? Por isso eu chamei um amigo que tem mais experiência, tanto com entrevistas, e entende melhor da língua, pra me dar uma ajuda. E agora, com vocês, os trechos mais legais dessa conversa com o tio Samir. Hi Doug, how are you, man?
I'm good, how you doing?
I'm fine. Today I was recapping the Gitmos, you know, and elaborating the questions. And you?
Good. I had a great day. I've been organizing things. I have a lot of hands.
Can we wait for a friend, like 50 minutes? That's okay for you?
Yeah.
Do you like heavy metal also? Do you like only punk bands? Or what do you listen daily?
I listen to a lot. I mean, I don't really have a...
Exodus.
Yeah, I like Exodus. For about 15 years, I was an audio producer for Live Nation. So Exodus wasn't one of the tours I did, but I did Slayer.
So you work with Exodus and Slayer?
Work with their management and advertising team.
But you meet the Tom Araya?
No, small. I worked at a computer in a small sound studio, and I made commercials for the bands.
Do you know any Brazilian band that you like?
I'm not gonna lie. The answer is pretty much no. The only band I know from that region, from South America, that really stuck with me was Sepultura.
Sepultura. Dude, I can recommend really good stuff for you.
Yeah, I would do so. Send me links because that's how I'm gonna.
Believe it or not, Brazil is very strong on heavy metal.
I believe it. I do believe it.
For example, we have a band called named Angra.
Angra?
Do you know Edu Falassi?
No.
He almost be the Iron Maiden singer. He made the process, but he don't participate for Iron Maiden, but he's very good singer.
Well, Bruce Dickinson's hard to beat.
Yeah.
He flies the plane.
When the priest comes to read me the last rites, take a look to the boughs of the last sites. I'm a wall that has gone very wrong for me.
Yeah. You say you started not as a band, but showing films in a bar in Indianápolis, if I'm not mistaken.
That is true. Jim and I, we owned a recording studio, and we'd been playing around with having local musicians come in and run sessions, and we were recording instrumental to a MIDI beat, and we were able to cut those up, and we called it background tracks. We were running it as music beds behind commercials, so we could have cool music that no one else had that wasn't stock music. And in the process, we had all these musicians coming in and out of our recording studio, and we naturally began to talk politics because it was, like 2006, 2005. The Gulf War was going on. Everybody was against it. The Bush administration was full of shit and pulling all, doing all this type of stuff. And Alex Jones had just released like a documentary. But one thing led to another, and we finally got the projector going there, and we were showing movies, conspiracy theory movies.
Great.
Yeah, like in the middle of the week, and drinking beer and chilling out. And that's how it started. I think our first video we made was for Buy a Gun. It was dumb.
I love the aesthetic.
It was really dumb.
Video clips.
We were trying to make a dumb video because we wanted the argument for gun ownership to be kind of a dumb one. If you were against guns, you would have an ironic argument with the video and the lyrics. But if you were for guns, you would have also an ironic view with the lyrics and the video.
In my point of view, you defend guns and grow weed and you're against the elites, you looks like very libertarian. Did you?
Libertarian? I was. I'm an independent now. I think the libertarians have slid so far into obscurity it doesn't really matter anymore. But the fundamentals are there. I mean, I believe that everyone should defend their weed fields with their gay lovers and husbands with as many guns as they need. I believe that the law should be simple enough that as long as you're not taking things from other people or hurting other people or raping children or general mayhem, you just be left alone to do your own thing.
Besides the Alex Jones, there is another inspiration for the music, the lyrics.
Oh no, I mean, fuck Alex Jones. I mean, it was just he was who was. There was a point when Alex Jones wasn't like a parody of himself. Yeah. He really was engaged in some type of investigative journalism. Have you ever seen his Bohemian Grove video where he's sneaked into that? That's the best thing. That's Alex Jones.
He's kind of crazy, but he.
He's crazy. He's not.
Do you know the history of the gay frogs?
I still don't know what's up with the gay frogs.
I think it's about atrazine, am I right? He says, it's a real
whatever
thing.
It is, it's making the frogs gay. I mean,
and he's right.
Can't have that. Oh my God.
There was this kind of satirical tone in your songs, but
his name is Uncle Samir.
The whole thing was intended to be satire.
There's this lack of Arabification in your name.
But what could be more satirically American than a completely Muslim version of a propaganda? Uncle Sam was like massively propaganda. I mean, it was propaganda.
Let me ask you something. The Gitmos have a song named Why Vote?
Why vote when there's no one worth voting for? Why vote? Every politician is a whore. Why vote for another Democrat? Why vote? For some Wall Street fat cat? Why vote?
Yes.
Here in Brazil, I really think that my vote really doesn't matter. And no matter if the right wing wins, the left wing wins, the people always lose, and the banks and the rich families always win. Do you think it's the same in America?
Absolutely. It's probably worse here than it is anywhere else. I mean, they have more money.
It's all about the money.
It's about money and influence and power. I mean, I'd say Brazil is at least safer than a lot of other countries because I don't hear about the CIA fucking around in Brazil.
Actually, we have.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they do, but
actually, we have a military coup that CIA financed this coup.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they do. That's their purpose in existing. And if you look into the history of the CIA, it was born out of the OSS during World War II, and their whole goal was to form an organization that could topple governments. To be fair, the CIA learned it from the Mossad.
We are the Mossad, chosen by God. By deception we wage war. By deception we wage war.
The Mossad.
I mean, Mossad cut their teeth forming a country that nobody wanted in a land that was hostile towards all those people that were trying to do it. And they learned how to be ruthless really quick. And the CIA were a bunch of college kids that were mucking around in Western Europe trying to figure out how to.
Do you think Mossad is most powerful than CIA and America?
I mean, they are probably the most skilled and effective at conducting political assassinations throughout the world. I mean, hands down, they probably do it better than anybody. Having a people that are a diaspora, I mean, they're all over the world. And when you kind of raise your people in a culture that you do what you're told by the people that you are from, well, so you were born in Kyiv, or you were born in Sao Paulo, or you were born in Chicago. Well, you still do what the Israeli government tells you to do. I wouldn't call that like more powerful, but I would say that they're tenacious, more tenacious.
Doug, when we talk about Mossad, elites, Wall Street, there is anything we can do? Like, our vote doesn't matter. So what?
My gun!
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up before you wish you got a gun. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up before you wish you got a gun.
By the way,
that's not even really going to do you any good either. I mean, there's got to be a political solution, or it's a bloodbath.
By the way, Doug, in a world of censorship, I think the internet in the 2000s was something entirely different from what it is today. Do you think a band like the Gitmos, like in Brazil, we had something that looked like UDR, and they were forbidden to make music. The government said, you guys can't do that. Do you think there's space for a band like you today?
We weren't very well paid attention to when we were doing the best that we could do. And I don't know if that was due to some type of censorship. I kind of doubt it. I just don't think we were big enough to care about. I was born in 71, and throughout the 80s during the Reagan years, I mean, so many bands. I mean, the Circle Jerks and Black Flag and the Dead Kennedys and then the Crass and and so many bands were all against it, and they were making great music, and people were engaged and they were listening. And my generation as youth were all about it. But I don't see that so much in the United States, especially right now. I just don't see that happening, and the younger generation right now, they're so apathetic and so demoralized.
I've seen the Marshall amplifier behind you. Are you still doing music today?
Not in a band, no. I build, repair, modify amplifiers, guitar pedals, audio effects, that type of thing.
Oh, interesting. Do you think the US today is worse than the US from when the Gitmos appeared in 2006 without Trump,
Currently, as of today, what are we at? November 17th. Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick. I think that's where we are.
That's crazy.
Have you not heard that?
Yeah, we heard.
Okay, you have
He's a
heard.
journalist. He's a journalist.
The name guy, Epstein, 60 times a day, every day.
In my opinion, Epstein list isn't really a list of people that fuck 15-year-olds.
Yes.
It's a money trail
Yeah.
that leads to all of his money laundering shit, and it implicates so many people.
Do you believe
And it's
that
like-
Epstein killing himself
Fuck no, he did not kill himself.
was
I
a
mean-
suicide with a sniper?
He would have shot himself in the head twice if they'd have smuggled a gun into jail for him.
I think the bands like the Gitmos is not for believe in the band, but not believing with the system is selling to you believe. Makes sense?
The first song we ever wrote was "Your Government Is Lying."
Every king and every queen, every president would see, turn their backs on the poor and start another war. Don't believe in the left or right, they only exist to protect the rich.
On the video of the government is lying, on the end of the video, you use a shirt with messages like 9/11, you saw the river, a lot of conspiracies. Do you still believe in these conspiracies?
They're not really conspiracies anymore. I'm pretty
They're
sure they've
facts.
all been proven to be true.
I will ask something. Do you know the difference between a theory conspiracy and a fact?
Is this a joke or is
Yeah,
this?
it's a joke.
Okay, yeah. No, what's the difference?
3 years.
Ah, there you go.
Would you live outside of America if you could? You think there is a better place in the world to live?
It's real.
No. There's lots of places I wouldn't mind seeing. I'd like to see a lot of places.
Of
Can
course.
I bring my guns and shoot guns when I want to? Because that's a deal breaker. What are the gun laws in Brazil?
Like 40 years passed, they tried to release some stuff, but then the other president came, and now no, it's really difficult. It's really expensive. A
If you
Glock.
are a criminal, you can have a gun easily.
Well, what's the incidence of people who are unstable going and shooting up their schools?
That's American culture nowadays, no? But
Yeah, okay, so you guys don't have that problem. Yeah, we have that problem, and it's really bad.
Why do you think America have this problem? Because Finland, for example, have many guns, but they didn't have mass shootings or school shootings.
Before the 90s, the number of guns in the country really hadn't changed, and we didn't have this problem, but then we did. There's a lot of reasons. We don't take mental health seriously at all. We wrote a song about that called Medication Nation.
You need to get yourself some pills. Take care of your ills and your life will seem so sweet. You need to get yourself some pills. Give up your free will like a dog begging for a treat.
We're more likely to give our kids drugs to fix them than we are to deal with any of the problems that are causing our kids to have problems. I'm not just blaming the drugs for this. I mean, it's a cultural problem. It's like,
Do you think
You know,
there
and
is
that's-
any false flag for these mass shootings?
the schools tend to be really like the kids, but when we talk, like you were talking about the Las Vegas shooting, well, that one's really weird and really full of like a lot of questions no one's answering. Let's create a problem
yeah,
so that we can then react to that and offer the solution. So we already have the solution. Like with 9/11, they really wanted the Patriot Act, but there was no fucking way the U.S. was going to go for that. I mean, no way. Absolutely not. This domestic spying and the Fourth Amendment to our Constitution and all that getting violated, there's no way. But 9/11 was like, oh, we got to go get the terrorists. And then we got the war on terror, which, is it over yet? On 9/11, when the second plane hit the second tower, I knew that doesn't just happen at all. I know. I was in the military, and I just know that
Yes.
we have air defenses over the eastern
Like
seaboard.
implosion.
And yeah, you could hijack 5 planes, and you could
Yes.
fly one of them into something, but you're not getting 2. That doesn't happen because we have air defenses that deal with that.
Do you know the plane that crashes on Pentagon?
I
room full
mean,
of evidence.
I've heard a lot of different things. No one's seen footage of that. The fact that they won't release it tells me everything I need to know that probably wasn't a plane.
50 days before the 9/11, the CEO of the
The World Trade Center, they made an insurance policies against.
Oh, Larry
it was not
Silverstein,
50 days, I guess, but
Yeah, Larry
you know.
Silverstein, yeah.
last question. Are
Let's
you
hope for
proud
that.
of all your creations on the Gitmos, are you proud of all the musics you made?
Yeah,
What you guys
absolutely.
done?
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a great time doing it. And I mean, I wish we could have released a record. We had enough material to do a record. We recorded absolutely every practice, every time we did it. It's there. But that's a question for Captain Propaganda. As it was with the Gitmos, I never wanted a dime for doing it. Every time we played a show, I was adamant that all the money we made should go to the out-of-town bands that we played with. And that was one of the things that we rarely played a show with a local group. We always tried to bring people from out of state or out of the country. I mean, it's not about the money.
Yes.
It was all about
That's
like
what-
making people think, you know, like I never thought I would get a message from some kid from Brazil going, I want to talk to you about this band. I was like, this is my payment.
That's what got me into you guys. Like the first song I've heard, Joel sent it to me. It was "We Are the Mossad," and more like giving a message. The songs were good, but you guys looked like you were having fun. And I don't know.
Yeah, we all have fun.
We have a Brazilian word for this. It's resenha.
Resenha.
Resenha?
Resenha. A lot of resenha.
Much resenha.
Much resenha.
Okay. I like it.